What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. So, first off, I said in a video a couple weeks ago that I would give out some free shoutouts, so here we go. I said the 7th person to send me an email at safetylinerc2@gmail would get a free shoutout, and that the person who's getting a free shoutout is Monica. So, I don't know why the heck you were the 7th person to comment, but, okay, and of course, I also felt bad for number 6 and number 8 because they were oh so close. So number 6 was Jalen and number 8 was Jacob. Jacob was the only one to send me a link to his channel, so I'll go ahead and throw that in the description. Just if you're interested, if you want to go check it out, go for it, I think it's FordFan01. So, yeah, okay, here we go. Question of the month. Of course, as always, we're going to start off by reading last month's questions, comments, and then we'll get into this month's question. Okay, so as you can read right here, activity buses, November question of the month. So we were talking if you have activity buses. If you do, what are they? If not, then whatever. Okay, so Sam, here we go. Sam was the first one to comment. I don't know why. Sam, why were you the first one to comment? Sam is something else. Okay, so starting off with actual comments, we had somebody okay. They said, for activities we use ICs with AC, but they're also regular route buses too. ICACs maybe? No. Alright, Technology Spotlight said, my district has no activity buses, just like my district as well. And Jack Gamer 675 said, mine doesn't have any either. Let's see, Willie said, we have 7 Chevy Expresses. Yeah, okay, if you want to count those as activity buses, I mean, whatever. Let's see, Lee. What's up, Lee? He said, no activity buses. I'm happy about that because I can't stand white. Let's see, Brandon over here said, we don't have activity buses. Don't you protest me. Your opinion doesn't matter that much, LOL. I didn't say that I love First Student. I'm just used to seeing that everywhere. I'm done. I give up. Brandon, I can't stand you anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I have no idea what that was. Absolutely no idea. Okay. Let's get back into normal stuff. Bus Driver 5 said, my district has activity buses, but sometimes they use outside contractors, which is First Student, which I don't like. Neither do I. But sometimes if neither show up, they use our district buses to help them out. Let's see. Gaming Master said 2 FS65s for church runs and 3 1988 S1800s for foot space ball runs. Football games. P.S. There's a 4th gen ICC. You know what? I don't like you either. I don't have anything to throw at you. Let this be your warning, though. Alright, Nishan, he said, no activity buses whatsoever. If it's for long field trips for like an hour plus, they can try and use the newer ones, being the 2010s or the 2 Visions. If it's for sport transfer that's close, then the drivers usually drive their own buses. Read more. P.S. You said you were going to give... Let's see, Minecraft Channel said, sorry, First Student does not use any activity buses as far as I know. My school does not have activity buses either. They use normal buses. And then Brandon over here, you don't have to be sorry. As if Brandon runs this channel. Let's see, RP School Buses said, my school district also has no activity buses. Slimes Gaming said, our activity buses are 2016 and 17's C2s. Oh, I think he meant OUR, like our activity buses. Okay, let's see. Monica over here, still watching my videos. I don't know why. I don't know. Let's see. She said my district doesn't have activity buses, but they do have dump trucks. Oh, okay. Good to know. Let's see. Bus 219 said, I'm in Missouri. We don't have activity buses, but private schools do. Yeah, generally private schools, they'll have their own activity buses. Every private school that I've ever seen has their own activity bus. And most of them around here are just, they consist of C's. I saw a mid bus once or twice, but you know, whatever. Moopaw RBLX, which I assume is Roblox, said, we do not have activity buses. If we go out of state, our contractor is Miller Transportation in Kentucky. But if we have trips in state, we just use our buses in our fleet with all of them under storage installed. Yeah, Kentucky generally does that. I can't say that I've seen very many Kentucky activity buses, but, you know, there's a few here and there. Ross Buckner said, my district's activity buses are used for activities, update, warning, and no... my district's activity buses are only used for activities, update, white, and no warning lights. My favorite ones are the CEs. Now, the older ones had four-way warning lights, but sadly, the older ones they took the stop sign off of them. We have some that stay at the bus George. Cologne. Kevin Hunter said, my district has 0 activity buses. Our trip buses are bus 121, a CE with Max Force, 125, a 2008 C2 with Cummins, 126, a 2013 BBV with Cummins, 127 and 128, both 14 C2s with Cummins, and bus 302, a 2017 Ford Starlight, and they're all route buses. Okay. Let's see, GB Venom said, my district uses normal buses for field trips. Crappy for students' fault. Yeah. But only for insert town name here, Central High School. Well, that's an interesting name for my high school. There are Type A activity buses with the school's Wildcat design, only used for stuff like small team transport. Also, question of the month, hey, any ideas, handicapped buses? Okay. Okay. Let's see. One Shot FTW said, I meant what type of bus? Oh yeah, that was a different stuff. Okay. So they have bus 300 and 500, a 15 and 16 Bluebird Vision respectively, both with AC and Wi-Fi. Gosh, wouldn't that be nice? Bus N1, which is north of 2016. Okay. There are football team and band at my high school. Also, what instrument did you play? Because I'm a proud member of the Plaquemine High Green Machine first trumpet section leader. I also played trumpet, and I also was first part for 3 years, 3 out of the 4 years. My first year I was second part, but you know. Please watch on video. Fine. Nah, crap, really. I promise I will watch this, but I'm not watching 11 minutes on this video, so. Now what the heck, I'll edit it out. Alright, so, that was interesting. Yeah, okay, here we go. Joey said, this is my activity fleet. That's a lot, so if you want to read it, go ahead and pause it here. Welcome back to the video. M is not a bus. Let's see. Watermelon said, my district doesn't have any activity buses. Let's see. iTransy Tech said, anyway, my district has no activity buses, but for sporting events, we use some new C2s and CEs with Max Force. Okay. See, Ford 5610 Lover said, we have a 02 through 04, not sure of the year, CE200, an 07 CE200, a 2010 C2, and a Thomas Minotaur. Let's see. Adam, he said, as far as I know, there, no, don't, shut up. Okay, as far as question of the month, we don't use activity buses. We use our normal school buses. We don't own any activity buses, nor have I ever seen any in West Virginia, in any West Virginia district, use or own activity buses. Oh, great, another one to watch on video. Okay, let's see. All my buses are gone, so mostly we have 27. Okay, fine. Let's watch this one as well.
Authorities in Waukesha County are still trying to find out what caused a fire they say destroyed more than 30 school buses.
The fire started Sunday afternoon at a bus depot in Merton. Ricky Mitchell is there now live with an update. Ricky?
Well, we were able to get a lot closer to the location today and really see the extent of the damage from that fire yesterday. Everyone we spoke to today said that it's just a very sad thing to see. As the fire grew yesterday afternoon, spreading from bus to bus,
oh my
Bill
gosh.
and Barbara Hoopy said they started worrying about the firefighters.
Oh, wow.
As we stood along the trail and we could watch the engines coming in and that, it would be like a Vietnam or someplace where they were doing bombing. I mean, it just tremored terribly.
Many witnesses reported hearing and feeling explosions as the fire burned, likely caused by the tires blowing. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Department says ATF agents and sheriff's investigators responded today to try and determine what caused the blaze.
I think it should be investigated, definitely, because there's, like I said, I think this is a suspicious fire.
This particular depot of the Dousman Transport Company serves schools in the Arrowhead and North Lake school districts. A school official who did not want to speak on camera said despite the extensive damage, bus service was not disrupted today as the company brought in replacement buses from other areas. In all, firefighters from 24 different departments responded, and it took several hours to get the fire under control. And we also asked the Sheriff's Department if any surveillance video, if they could get any surveillance video from the company. They said right now that they don't know if that existed. They are, of course, still investigating what caused the blaze. Reporting live in Merton, Ricky Mitchell, today's TMJ4.
All right, Ricky, thanks. A 4-year-old.
So I don't know if he was trying to, like, get me triggered because pretty much everything there was a Thomas and pretty much everything there was a C2. And the only thing that looks like it wasn't burnt was an FS65. But no, I've seen buses get destroyed and burnt. So, nice try. It's going to take a little more than that if that's what you're going for. Okay, anyway, we're actually going to go with Adam's question of the month since, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, anyway, question of the month. If you could get a new school bus at this very moment, what would it be and why? Now, I'm gonna open this up a little bit more and say any school bus. Right now, if you could just get anything from any time period, what would it be? Doesn't matter if there were 3 made or 10,000 made. But we don't need to go into specs. You know, we've done that before. But what bus would it be and why? Now, if it were me, let me go ahead and make me a little bit bigger. Here we go. Hi. Oh, oops. Come on. Freaking OBS. There we go. Okay. Now, if it were me, if I was to get any bus at any point in time, my second favorite bus, and I'm sure some of you guys know this, is the 80s All-American FE from Bluebird. I've always loved those. Those have been definitely by far my favorite Type D bus. And I don't know why that is the one that I would get. I just feel like that would be the very first thing that I want. And I think it's because you see C2s all the time. Yes, of course the C2 is my favorite bus, but I can go down the road. I can drive like 5 minutes up the road and see one. The last time I saw an All-American was last year, and that was the only time I had ever seen one, and I got to fortunately ride on it as well. But there's just something about that generation of All-Americans that is just so amazing, and I just absolutely love it, and I would die for one. Yeah, I would love to own one, just to say I do. You know, they're pretty cool looking. So that would be the bus that I would get, and yeah. So let me know what bus you guys would want to get. From any time period, why you would want that. Like I said, we don't have to go into specs. That can be something else. We've already had a question of the month on specs like last year, or I don't know, earlier this year. We'll do that question of the month is sometime in the new year, the last question of the month of the year. But so yeah, go ahead and let me know what bus you would get from any point in time. And yeah, so I think that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe right down there. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it, down in care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or all of your buses are going to be burned like in that video. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy in a random street. I don't care, don't get raped. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it, and thanks for watching.